Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. My dear student, I hope that you will be all right. So today is the second recorded lecture. In the previous lecture, we have already discussed transportation problem, different problem related to the transportation model. We have already used the Lingo software, how to feed a specific linear programming equation in the Lingo software, how to conduct sensitivity analysis. So I am hopeful that you understand all those concepts because manually we also solve those LP problem. So I don't think so it will be difficult for you, but if you still have some problem, then soon inshallah we will discuss in the interactive session. And you can also send me an email related to some specific problems, some specific queries, and inshallah I will try my level best to sort out all those problems. So the today topic is the assignment problem, which is an extension of transportation problems. Mean this is a classical problem in the transportation problem. So mean why we need assignment? Because assignment came from the word came from the assign because we need to assign people to specific tasks. We need to assign different project to different people. We need to assign different machine to different jobs. So I mean now the problem is the assignment is not a problem, but the problem is how to assign with such a way to reduce the total cost. So I mean normally in the production, normally in the construction management, normally in the production management, normally in the project management, we assigning different activities, we assigning different jobs. So how you will assign those activities, those people in such a way that your cost that your end cost will be reduced. So assignment model is a special type of LP model, linear programming model. There are also some other techniques, some substitute techniques which you can use for the assignment model. For example, Hungarian method. We will soon discuss the Hungarian method. So this is a special type of linear programming model in which the objective function is to find the optimum allocation of a number of tasks to an equal number of facilities. So here we make the assumption that each person can perform each job but with varying degree of efficiency. So I mean this is very important. You need to notice this, that in a specific time you can assign only one person or you can assign only one job to a specific machine. You can assign only one job to a specific person. For example, in this institute, let's suppose an instructor can teach 2 to 3 subjects, but at the same time he or she can only the examination department, or they can assign that instructor to a specific course in a specific time. That person will not be able to do 2 jobs in some specific time. So this is very important condition in the assignment model. For example, a departmental head may have 4 person available for assignment and 4 jobs to fill. So I mean if there are 4 person, there are 4 jobs. Now the problem is which person assigned to which job. This is difficult because maybe when you assign a specific person to a specific job, the cost will be very high. But if you assign another person to that job, maybe the cost will be reduced. So in a complex project, in a uh, big project, how you will assign different job, different people to a specific task. So inshallah we will discuss these problem in the assignment model. General formulation of the assignment model. The assignment problem can be stated in the form of n cross n matrix. So what we will do, we will construct an n cross n matrix where there will be ith rows and there will be jth columns. And normally this matrix is called effectiveness matrix, where Cij is the cost of assigning ith person to the ith job. For example, while making the rota, when you assigning a specific person to a specific job, you need to mention the cost in this matrix. So this is the effectiveness matrix. These are the jobs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We not know how many jobs we have, and these are the skilled person. These are the instructor. Let's suppose if I give you the example of this institute. So which person will be assigned to which job? This is the cost. When you assign person 1 to job 1, so this will be the cost incurred on this whole project, C11. If you assign person 1 to job 2, the cost will be C12. If you assign person 1 to job 3, the cost will be C13. And similarly, For journal formation, we will write it Cij. Similarly, if you assign third person to job 1, then the cost will be mentioned in the effectiveness matrix. It will be C31, C32, C33. Okay, so generally we will construct an effective matrix. When you construct an effective matrix, then you can construct a network diagram. Then from the network diagram, you can write an NLP model. An NLP model, because this is cost related problem, we want to minimize the cost. So we will formulate a minimization problem. But specifically, we have some specific constraints. We have some specific restriction. So going to those restrictions, I will soon discuss a very simple example. But in order to throw some more light on the assignment model, I want to discuss some more example. For example, a person can be assigned to n jobs in n factorial possible ways. So mean you can assign n job through different ways. We already know the concept of combination. We already know the concept of permutation. So I mean, what is the difference in combination and permutation? Because in combination there is no order. For example, there will be no order that 1, 2, 3, senior, junior, or most senior. But in permutation, there should be a specific order formation. So a person can be assigned to n job in n factorial possible way. One method may be to find all possible n factorial. For example, 3 factorial will be 3 into 2 into 1. So mean there will be 6 possible ways to assign 3 people to 3 jobs and evaluate total cost in all cases. Then we will find out which combination is the most feasible one, which will give us maximum profit and which will reduce our cost. So then the assignment with the minimum cost as required will give the optimal assignment. But this method is extremely laborious. It will be very complex. For example, if you have 10 jobs, if you have 10 people to do, so 10 factorial, which will be a very huge amount, there will be different possible ways. But now let's suppose you have 100 possible ways, so manually it will be very difficult to find out which way is the most feasible one, which way give you the minimum cost. For example, there is another example. If n is equal to 8, for example, you have 8 people and you have 8 jobs, then the number of such possible assignment is 8 factorial. So 8 factorial is equal to 40,320. So these are the combination. You can assign 8 people in these combination, which will be very laborious, which will be very difficult. Because how you will understand that which combination is the most feasible one? So for this purpose, we will construct an NLP model. When you construct an NLP model, when you construct an objective function, this whole process will be very easy. So going to further elaborate the assignment model, I will discuss a simple example. But before going to that example, you need to understand the mathematical formulation. So the mathematical formulation is very similar to the transportation problem, as we already discussed in the previous lecture. So I mean, this is my objective function. Normally we denote the objective function with the alphabetical sign Z. Summation I is equal to 1, J is equal to 1. So I is, let's suppose, the person, J is, let's suppose, the projects. Because we assigning people to different projects, we assigning instructor to different classes. And let's suppose this is the cost. When you assign, let's suppose we have 3 people, A, B and C. While assigning A to job 1, he or she will take 10 rupees. While assigning B to a specific job, he or she will take 7 rupees. While assigning C to a specific job, he or she will take 15 rupees. So I mean, this is just a simple example. You need to, this Cij, you need to put the cost of every specific person to every specific job. So you will construct an LP model. This is also very important. Where Xij is the assignment of people to specific task. 1, if it is equal to 1, if ith person is assigning to a specific job. So I mean, when you assign a person to a specific job, it's okay. It's finished. If you're not assigning that person to a specific job, then it will be equal to 0. Okay. Then subject to some constraints, we need to some constraints. Constraint is, for example, if the examination department assign me to a specific lecture which will be start from 9 to 10, then they will not be able to assign me in that specific time period from 9 to 10 into some another class. So I mean I will be able to do only that job, which means that only one job is done by the ith person. Similarly, this is for the person and this is for the job. So I mean if you understand the concept of demand and supply, in the previous lecture, I have already discussed when demand is equal to supply or supply is equal to demand, then that will be an equilibrium position. So we also need to maintain this equilibrium position in this assignment model. For example, in order to complete a specific task, we need to assign a specific person. So that is why when you assign a specific person to their job, at the end, this job will be complete. So that is why we write it equal to 1, which means that only one person should be assigned to the job J in order to complete that task. So this is a very simple example. We have already constructed an LP model. We have already constructed a network diagram. So I mean from this table, from this example, the network is below show a problem faced by Fixit Shop, which has just received 3 new repair projects. These are 1, 2, 3 new repair projects. These projects are already mentioned in the network diagram, project 1, project 2 and project 3. That must be completed quickly. The first project is radio. So this is radio. The second one is a toaster one. This is toaster one. And the third is a coffee table. This is a coffee table. 3 repair person. So at the moment we have 3 mechanic available. 3 repair person, each with different talents, are available to do the jobs. So we have these 3 people, Adams, Brown and Cooper. They are available in our workshop. The shop owner estimates the cost in wages if the worker are assigned to each of the 3 projects. But every person has some specific speciality, some seniority, juniority. They will charge different amount to do a different task. So for example, from this table you can see Adam, if Adam assigned to project 1, then Adam will charge $11. If Adam assigned to project 2, then he will charge $14. If Adam assigned to project 3, then he will charge $6. Similarly, Brown is another mechanic in our warehouse, in our production area. If we assign Brown to project 1 is radio. If he repair the radio, then he will charge $8. If Brown assigned to project 2, he will charge $10. And if Brown assigned to project 3, he will charge $11. Similarly, the third person, the third mechanic is Cooper. If Cooper assigned to project 1, he will charge $9. If Cooper assigned to project 2, he will charge $12. And if he assigned to project 3, he will charge $7. So now this is a complex problem now. What should we need to do in order to complete, in order to repair all these 3 jobs? So now we have 3 jobs and 3 people. We will be able to assign one person to one job. So I mean one person cannot do 2 jobs at the same time. So we need to construct a network diagram for further elaboration. So I mean if you assign Adam to this, he will charge 11. So you can see from this 11. If you assign Adam to this, he will charge 14. If you assign Adam to this, he will charge 6. Similarly Brown. So we just construct this network diagram. Similarly for Cooper, if you assign Cooper to project 1, he will charge $9. If you assign Cooper to project 2, he will charge 12. And if you want to assign Cooper to project 3, he will charge 7. So this is the most important thing. You need to construct this network diagram. It will make your problem very easy. You will be able to easily construct an LP problem. So from this we can easily construct our linear programming model. So what will be the objective function? Because this is cost, normally we want to minimize the cost. So minimum, we will write z is equal to 11. So this is 1 to 1, 11x 1 to 1, 11 plus 14 into this is 1 to 2, x1 to 2 plus 6 x1 to 3 plus 8. This is 2 now. Brown is 2. This is 2. Brown is 2. So plus 8 into x2 to 1 plus 10 into x2 to 2 plus 11 x2 to 3 plus 9. Now this is Cooper, this is 3 plus 9 x3 to 1 plus this is now 12 into x3 to 2 3 to 2 plus 7 into x3 to 3. So with this way we will construct NLP model. So I have already discussed the mathematical formulation of the assignment model. In formulating this is a linear programming model. This thing is very, very important. If you assign a specific person to a specific job, it will be equal to 1. It's mean if a person I is assigned to project J. If you're not assigning a person, then it will be equal to 0. And I are the person. In this example, these are the 1 is Adam, 2 is Brown, and 3 is Cooper. And these are the jobs. The 1 is the radio, this is the toaster, and this is the oven. Okay? So I have already constructed the LP model for this because we want to minimize the cost. So this is the same which I have already discussed. 11x11 plus 14x12 plus 6x13. So this 1, this is Adam. 1 to 1, 1 to 2, 1 to 3, and 11, 14, 6 is the cost of Adam while assigning to job 1, while assigning to job 2. If Adam assigning to job 2, then he will charge $14 for that. If Adam assigned to job 3, he will charge $6 for that. Similarly, plus 8, if 2 is Brown now. If Brown assigned to job 1, he will charge 8. If Brown assigned to job 2, he will charge 10. If Brown assigned to job 3, he will charge 11. Similarly, 3 is Cooper. So Cooper will charge $9 if he assigned to job 1. He will charge $12 if he assigned to job 2. And if he assigned to job 3, he will charge 7. So this is your simple objective function. Now we need to construct some specific constraints because we have 3 jobs. Okay. So how you will construct? Now this constraint is for Adam. This constraint is for Adam. 1 to 1. If you assign 1, so there is a chance that you will assign Adam to job 1. There is a chance maybe you will assign to job 2. Maybe you will assign Adam to job 3. This will be less than or equal to 1. Why it will be less than or equal to 1? This is very, very important. You need to understand. If it is equal to 1, it's mean you assign Adam to a specific job. If it is less than 1, it's mean you not assigning Adam to that job. If it's mean you not assigning Adam to that job. So it will be equal to 0. Just like I mentioned, xij is equal to 1 if person I is assigned to project J. Otherwise it will be equal to 0. This is the constraint of Brown. 2 to 1. If you assign Brown 2 to 1, there is also a chance. There is a chance. For example, if you throw a coin, there is a chance that it will be head or it will be tail. So there is a chance that you will assign Brown to job 1. There is a chance that you will assign Brown to job 2. There is a chance that you will assign Brown to job 3. So if you assign, it will be equal to 1. But if you not assign Brown to any job, it will be equal to 0. Just like keeping this condition in mind. Similarly, this is the constraint for Cooper. Cooper is 3. So 3, there is a chance that you will assign Cooper to job 1, Cooper to job 2, Cooper to job 3, and it will be less than equal to 1. And these are the constraint of jobs. You need to do the job. You need to complete the job. Just like in the transportation problem, we have supply and demand. We need to fulfill the demand in order to find out a equilibrium condition, in order to fulfill the equilibrium condition. So while using the 3 people, in this case Adam, Brown, Cooper, we need to complete the first job. So this is the first job constraint, project 1 constraint. So 1 1, this job can be doing 1 1, mean Adam can do this job. There is also a chance that Brown can also do this job and Cooper can also do this job. So at the end it will be equal to 1, mean one person can do this job. Okay. Similarly, this is for project 2. So our project 2 is denoted with 2. So 1 to 2, 1 to 2 mean Adam can do this job. R. So in probability we using R in order to add it. So plus Brown can also do this second job. R. Cooper can also do this job. So it will be equal to 1. Similarly, for the third project, which is denoted with 3, Brown can also do this job. Adam can also do this job, Brown can do this job, and Cooper can do this job is equal to 1. So now this is your LP model. While solving this LP model, it will be very, very difficult while solving it manually, while using it graphical, because now we have more than two variable. We need to construct a three dimension now in this case, which will be very, very difficult because we have three variable now. So for this purpose, you can also use simplex tabulo or simplex method, but once again, it will be very laborious, it will be very complex. So for this purpose, you already know how to use Lingo software. So mean in the previous lecture, I already solved a specific example. So let me show you how you will feed this model in the Lingo software, how you will solve this, to which person will be assigned to which job, and how we will minimize the cost. So you need to open the Lingo. Lingo 18, I have already mentioned that Lingo 18 is a free software. You can easily download. You can easily download trial versions. Okay, so there are different specific option in this, and in my previous lecture I already showed you that mean how you will use sensitivity analysis, how you will use nonlinear programming problem. So mean now I'm just going to solve this simple example. So mean because our problem is the minimization problem, minimize total cost. So first of all, you need to write minimum is equal to 11 is the cost if you assign Adam to job 1. So you need to x11 plus 14 is the cost, 14 into x12 plus 6 into x13 plus 8 into x21 plus 10 into x22 plus 11 into x23 plus 9 into x31 plus 12 into x32 plus 7 into x33. So remember, at the end you need to put a semicolon sign. Okay. So similarly, you also need to put these constraints, the person constraints and the job constraint. So you also need to put these constraints. You need to write these constraints, and at the end you need to end. So at the end of every constraint, you need to put the semicolon sign. If you not put, the software will give you some specific error. Okay, so you need to write this, and then you need to solve. Okay, I've just solved this. Now we already get our objective function. So this is our objective value, which is 25. You can see 25. So we can complete all these job while using all these three people, and the total cost will be $25, and this is the minimum cost. There will be no other combination to do this job, because in this case if there are three people, so 3 factorial will be, there will be 6 combination. But in all those 6 combination, the most feasible combination I will discuss that combinations from the Lingo solution window. So I mean the total minimized cost is $25. I will not be able to reduce it further, otherwise I will violate the feasibility condition. So now if you have a look this variable, so x11 showing what? X11 showing that if you assign Adam to job 1, so mean the analysis show you not need to assign Adam to job 1, because in this case your cost will be increased to $2. So you not need to go it for it. Okay, if you not assign Adam to job 1, it's mean you reduce cost to $2. If you assign Adam to this job, it's mean that your cost will be go up to $2. Okay, similarly It also showing us that x1 to 2 mean you not need to assign Adam also to job 2. So mean don't assign Adam to job 1, don't assign Adam to job 2, but you need to assign Adam to job 3. So you can see this is equal to 1, and in this case cost is 0. Okay, so this is the minimum cost. You need to assign Adam to job 3. Similarly for x21, 2 is brown and 1 represent job 1. So the analysis show us that don't assign brown to job 1. The analysis show that assign brown to job 2. In this case your cost will be reduced 0. You can see your cost will be 0. Similarly, when you assign brown to job 2, then automatically this will be equal to 0, because one person can do one job. So if you assign one person to their job, he will definitely do that job. Similarly for x31, it's showing that you need Cooper, 3 represent Cooper, and 1 represent job 1. So the analysis shows that you need to assign Cooper to job 1. This will give you the minimum cost, which is 0. Otherwise, you can see these are the costs. This will be the cost incur on it if you not assign, if you violate these things. So this is the objective function. This is our objective value. So the minimum cost for this problem is $25. So I'm hopeful that you understand it, and if you still have some problem, then we will discuss it in the interactive section. You can also send me an email if you have specific query. So you can, without hesitation, you can call me, you can discuss with me in the interactive session. Thank you so much.